In this video, I analyze Litecoin using 120 metrics and see if it can really achieve a 10x growth. I can only say this much. There was a surprising result that even I did not expect. So let's move on to the analysis of Litecoin. First, I will present my 20 metrics, then I will go into a deep analysis, and finally I will provide a conclusion and a price forecast. And this will surprise you. First, here are my 20 metrics. I hold this video dear to you. I have explained all 20 metrics in detail for you. This is very important. And then it all starts. First, the market capitalization is at 5.46 billion. In the end, I would say it is already in the high cap sector, but still has a moderate rating, score 5 out of 10. Then the next point, the circulating distribution, it ultimately stands at 75 million Litecoin, which is at 89%. That is very, very positive. This indicates that the inflation risk is no longer that high, score 10 out of 10. Then the next point, the roadmap. Well, Litecoin does have its goals, and ultimately, it has a stable roadmap built on network stability and of course the expansion of the network. Yes, but with limited innovation. Score 6 out of 10. Then the team. How is the team? Well, founded by Charlie Lee, I think everyone knows him. He is very well known. In any case, it has a team that is very experienced, including Google engineers, and I would say is also supported by the Litecoin Foundation. The team is very well positioned, therefore 8 out of 10. Then, the next point, the narrative. Well, it is of course known as the silver in contrast to Bitcoin, so to speak. And therefore it already has a presence, but score 6 out of 10. Then, the next point, what problem does Litecoin solve? Well, in the end, it solves the problem that there are cheaper transactions and faster transactions as an alternative to Litecoin. Regarding that, score 8 out of 10. The next point, how is the tokenomics of Litecoin? Well, tokenomics has a limited supply, which is already good, and a halving mechanism like Litecoin. Score 7 out of 10. The investors, well, are mostly from the community, I would say, and there are a few larger investors, but not that many, therefore only 4 out of 10. Then, the capital. Well, it's based on the community, I would say, and therefore has less massive capital, therefore only 5 out of 10. Then, the marketing. Well, it has a strong presence in social media in the end, and is widely supported by the community, therefore 6 out of 10. Then the next point, is it easy to understand? And it is very easy to understand, as in the end, Litecoin is the gold and against Litecoin the silver, therefore easy to understand, score 10 out of 10. So, what about the long-term vision? Well, it's about further increasing stability and ultimately having less innovation, rather focusing on the fundamentals. 5 out of 10. Then, the next point, it's deflationary with a maximum supply. And it has a maximum of 84 million Litecoins and ultimately deflationary through halving, very good, 8 out of 10. And then the next point, what about the fully diluted market capitalization? Well, it is already close to the market capitalization, and therefore I would say no overvaluation. 10 out of 10, that's very good. And what about the volume by market cap? Well, it is at 0.06, which means it is already quite liquid and I would say very appealing, therefore 8 out of 10. What about the token distribution? Well, it is ultimately decentralized, fairly distributed, and there are only a few larger holders, therefore 8 out of 10. So, how does it look? How high are the top coin holders? Well, they are relatively low. Litecoin is very decentralized. The risk of manipulation is not that high. 7 out of 10. So, what about the use case? Well, the use case is of course as a payment method, and it served as, let's say, a test net for Litecoin back then. And it definitely has a score of 7 out of 10 because the token already has its use case. So, how about the community? Well, it's a large community that really supports well and is, in the end, very active on social media and forums. So 8 out of 10. And then the news, the current situation, is also positively influenced by the overall market, although Litecoin doesn't really cater to such a narrative. I would say still 6 out of 10. and then we come to the result. It scores 71%. Here you can also see how everything is weighted individually and how it is balanced. Ultimately, this follows my 10x formula. By the way, there's a video up there where I explain the 10x formula in detail. And in the end, yes, 71% is a solid result. Then we come to the forecast. Yes, if the entire, let's say, crypto market really reaches a certain level, then Litecoin can actually reach $850 to $1,000, which is an 11 to 14x. I personally didn't expect that, and I'm very positively surprised that it is still realistic for it to reach that much. Therefore, very good. If you are looking for an exchange where you want to buy Litecoin, I have linked my preferred exchange below, which I recommend. Feel free to use the link, as it also supports my channel. Thank you very much for that. And if you don't want to miss any future altcoin analyses, please subscribe to my channel. I would be very happy if you give this a like if you enjoyed this video. Yes, then thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.